What's going on, good people? It's Dave here from Profitable.Tools, and guess what? It is new plugin day once again. We just had a brand new plugin earlier this week on this channel, but I'm doing another brand new one today. In fact, I have not even seen this yet. You're going to be getting my live reaction to the plugin as we go through and set it up and check it out. This is getwpfunnels.com, or the plugin is called WPFunnels, and you can see that it is a sales funnel builder for WordPress. Let's go ahead and see what differentiates this from the other major players. Obviously, like Cart Flows, and then WooFunnels is another really popular option. So what is going to make this different? Well, I'm going to click on this, watch this video, and you're going to see right away, without even hitting play, they've got this canvas builder that looks a lot like a funnel map kind of building thing, except it lives right inside of WordPress. So you can plan out your funnel, lay out all of your pages, how you want your funnel to go, and then just go right into the pages to edit them from there. So you don't have to use a third-party tool. I think that's actually a really brilliant idea. So if this works well, I'm very interested. Now, the other thing, I'm going to cut this out of the video after the sale goes away. So if you're seeing this, it means that the sale is still available, but they have currently a really killer deal because it's a brand new plugin. Let's go to the pricing page here. You can see that, they're asking $94 for unlimited sites for the annual plan. But if I switch over to the lifetime plan, it's $189, unlimited sites forever. You pay once and you never have to pay again. I don't think any other funnel building tool for WordPress has ever done unlimited sites. So that could really be an interesting thing if you are doing client work and you want to build out a lot of sites. You might need extra licenses of other plugins, whereas $189 is going to get you unlimited access here. So we'll see if it's worth it as we get into things here. Before we dive right in and check out the actual plugin, I just want to mention the 6 features that they want to highlight on their website. We'll be checking these out throughout the video. The first one is what I've already talked about. It's that canvas for doing a drag and drop funnel builder. That's the one I'm most excited about. Everything else we're going to look at here is kind of what you'd expect from a plugin like this at this point in time, given what the market already has. So we've got pre-made templates, order bumps, so you can have that little checkbox when you're checking out to add a little bit of value to your cart. We've got a custom checkout page, so you can customize the look of the checkout page. And then we've got one-click upsells and downsells. Again, you need to have that in any sort of kind of ClickFunnels type of replacement. And then it also supports Gutenberg and Elementor, the 2 major players for designing and laying out pages inside of WordPress. So that's all kind of what I'd expect to see. Let's go ahead and check out the plugin and see how it does. All right, so I'm in a WordPress demo site right now. I'm going to go to Plugins, Add New. We're going to go ahead and search for the free version of WPFunnels. And here it is. You can see it only has 90 installations right now. So this is really a brand new plugin, last updated 2 days ago. Let's go ahead and install it and activate. So right now I've got the free version of the plugin installed, which you need to have before you activate the pro version. Now, some plugins will do that. When you install the pro version, it will tell you, hey, you got to get this other plugin, and they'll often link off to that and let you click a button to actually install that other one. This did not do that. So you're going to have to go into the WordPress repository like I just did and search for WPFunnels until they update that. Hopefully they'll see this video and be like, oh yeah, we should totally fix that. All right, so right now I've only got the free version installed. Let's see what the difference is between the free and the pro version by kind of comparing over here inside of the plugins page on WordPress.org. So with the free version, we're going to get the drag and drop funnel builder with the canvas. That's kind of to plan everything out. We get some templates. We can use Elementor and Gutenberg. It works with WooCommerce. It says the option to create a funnel from scratch, so you don't have to use a template. We can control the design at each stage. We can use templates for landing pages, checkouts, and thank you pages. We can use a custom taxonomy. We can do bump offers even. We can customize the bump offer design. We can customize the position of it, and we can style the checkout fields. With the pro version, we're going to get more templates, so more upsell templates. We get more premium funnel templates, so just more templates in general. We get the upsell and downsell offers after checkout. Now, this says coming soon, so if it doesn't actually work right now, that's going to be a real big bummer. We'll also be getting A/B testing in the pro version and integrating with major LMS platforms. I can imagine that's going to be kind of the 3 big ones that come to mind: LearnDash, Lifter, as well as Tutor. And then we can do hybrid funnel templates and implementations. No real explanation as to what that is. But all right, let's go ahead and check out the plugin. Again, we only have the free version installed. Let's go up to WPFunnels and go ahead and get started. So right away in getting started, we've got one of those notifications asking for more information to be able to collect data on me. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And I'm clicking no thanks, and you can see it's loading here, but it's not actually going away. So that is really annoying. All right, so we will ignore that for now. Let's check out the actual Canvas builder here. All right, so I'm gonna add a new funnel and get myself out of the way so we can see the beautiful templates here. The designs do look pretty nice. Looks like we have 7 different templates to start with. There is an evergreen template, a weight loss template, an ebook template, another weight loss. Looks like these ones require Pro, an ebook that requires Pro, and then a supplement version. So you might be wondering, why are some templates free while others require the Pro version? What is the difference going to be? Well, you can see right here that this ebook version has 3 steps to it versus the Pro version, which has 5 steps. If I click into the free version, we're going to see a landing page, a checkout, and a thank you page. And I can only imagine that if we load up the Pro version, it's going to actually include maybe an upsell and a downsell. Yeah, here's an upsell and here's a downsell. Otherwise, the 3 pages that we saw in the free version are just the same designs. They've just added in the option to do the upsell and downsell. Now, to be clear, even if I import this, I'm still going to be able to modify the template however I want. So if you have the Pro version and you start with the free template, you can go ahead and obviously add in upsells and downsells, but you will need that Pro version to do so. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and activate the Pro version. It seems like the real difference here is just gonna be the ability to do upsells and downsells, and I do wanna be able to show that, so let's go ahead and activate this. All right, I am active. Let's go ahead and install one of their templates and get started with our first funnel. I'm gonna go ahead and do this supplement funnel. We've got a landing page, a checkout page, a thank you, and an upsell and a downsell. Let's import this. All right, it's giving me a little notification, importing step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and now step 5 is imported, and it's taking me to what looks to be this kind of Canvas builder. All right, this looks really, really nice. It actually looks like the marketing materials for cart flows, which is funny enough, but we can go ahead and move stuff around here and connect different pages up. So if I wanted to add in a new page, I imagine I just hit new step, and then I can go ahead and either start from scratch, call this upsell 2, create step, and here we go, upsell 2. Now this says landing page, so I wonder if I was supposed to have done something else. I'm gonna go ahead and see how to get rid of this. If I right click on it, this little X shows up here, and that was just kind of by trial and error. Not very intuitive. All right, so that is now removed. Very easy to add a step, so that is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try this again. All right, so here are my options: landing, checkout, thank you, upsell, and downsell. I wanna add a second upsell. So I'm gonna go ahead and click here, and then my only option is to start from scratch, and I'll call this upsell 2 again. All right, there we go. Let's connect this up after the first upsell. Actually, what we could do is put it in after the downsell. Oh, everything kind of froze up there, and then my whole canvas is out of view. All right, let's zoom out. There we go, I can see everything. I must have somehow scrolled around. All right, I'm just gonna save this and jump back in. All right, that seemed to fix the visual appearance issue that I was having. Okay, so what I wanna do now is set up a condition. So you can see right here, this is one of the condition fields. After the upsell, if someone buys, they're gonna go to the thank you page. But if they don't buy, they're taken to a downsell. Well, I'm gonna set up another condition for the downsell where if they buy, they'll be taken to this upsell. And if they don't buy, then they'll go to the thank you page. So let's go ahead and add a condition here. And it just drops this little widget on the screen. And now I imagine I can connect this up. So if true, I've got it connected here to upsell number 2. And if false, I'm gonna go right to the thank you page. Now, what I've not been able to do is figure out how to get this connected up here. Oh, there we go. It finally drew the line and that reconnects. So that was a little bit hard to get to function correctly because every time I kind of clicked on things. So what the trick is, you have to go right for the little circle right here, which is not super intuitive, but there's little circles. I think once I've done it now, it'll be quite easy. I can kind of click this over there, or if I want to reconnect it, I can go ahead and click it here. Okay, it's now functioning correctly. It just took me a second to kind of figure out what they wanted me to do. I'm finding it a little finicky to lay everything out to be visually appealing. You know, I kind of space things out properly, yet not take up an abundance of space. It'd be nice if maybe they had a button that you could click that would kind of just like auto space things. I've seen other applications that will do things similar. I don't know that they have that here. We have analytics and kind of a preview mode here. So we can start the funnel. We can turn on stats. That's really cool. So you can toggle this on. You'll actually be able to see the how many people visit the page, and then I assume this is going to be like where they go in the funnel, but I'm not sure what that second metric means yet. I'm getting this notice up here at the top that I should point out that WPFunnels does not support PayPal card processing. So if you're seeing that and thinking, oh my gosh, they don't support PayPal, well, don't worry, because that's actually credit cards accepted through PayPal. Not a lot of people are using that. I don't think. It's fairly new. This is probably a topic for a separate video, but inside of WooCommerce, if I go to settings, actually, let's save this first. If I go to settings, you're going to see the payment methods that are currently enabled. So traditionally, people would offer, Stripe and then PayPal. That's kind of the typical setup. So you can pay with PayPal if you want. You click the PayPal button, it takes you off to the PayPal website. Well, recently, like September of this year, the WooCommerce folks decided to redo the PayPal integration from scratch, and they added PayPal credit card processing. So you could actually have someone check out on your page. So it looked like it was a normal credit card transaction, not going through PayPal, but it would use their processing, basically like a merchant account done through PayPal. I'll go ahead and turn this off. I don't think a lot of people are using this, and honestly, it's really kind of flaky to set up, at least in sandbox mode. So don't let that worry you too much. We're just going to stick to the Stripe processor for testing this one out. All right, back up to WPFunnels. Just another thing that I'm going to point out that kind of irritates me is that the position of WPFunnels is kind of weird because it's between posts, media, and pages. They stuck the WPFunnels category. So this is actually something, it's just done by kind of an order, like a Z index, if you're familiar with that. When they're setting this up, they can set where it wants to show up inside of the dashboard. It would make a lot more sense for it to be maybe right above WooCommerce, like below comments or something like that. Having it right here is just a little bit cumbersome. I wonder if there's a way to change that, but I doubt it. No, I'm not seeing anything inside of the settings. In fact, the settings are just showing that I'm using, WooCommerce. That's my only option for funnels. And I'm using Elementor because I already have that installed, but they do have Gutenberg options here. So yeah, that's essentially all we're getting. We can modify the permalink structure, which is really nice. We can do the funnel base as well as the funnel steps. I still prefer how the folks over at WPFunnels did things, where you could do things, you could set up the different types of pages having a different slug. I thought that was really clever because then you could exclude all of your upsells and downsell pages from caching while having all of your landing pages cached, because there's nothing dynamic on a landing page. So with this, you'd still have to kind of, if you're doing server-based caching, you have to go into the server and exclude each page. A little bit more troublesome, but not the end of the world. Also, how Cartflows does things, just to be fair. All right, so let's jump back over to our funnel here. I'm gonna hit edit. We should go back to our canvas mode. So now if I wanted to work on this actual funnel, what I can do is click right here. I can either preview the page, I can open up the editor, or what do these triple dots do? They let me customize the name of the page and the slug. I think that's super handy. This is a nice visual way to see how things are going with your funnel. So literally in the middle of recording this video, I was reminded that I received an email from Cartflows not too long ago that they did announce a very similar feature to the Canvas feature inside of WPFunnels inside of Cartflows. And we can see right here is a screenshot. This is currently in beta, so I have not actually tested it, but it looks really, really similar, with the difference being that you can't overlay the graphics to show the analytics right here. Cartflows does have analytics built in. It's on a separate page altogether, which could be good or bad depending on how you like to view things. I think would be nice if they had the option to overlay them, and maybe that's something they will add. Obviously, this is still in beta, so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and just walk through the funnel, and then we'll check out and see how things go. Back on the landing page here, I'm gonna go ahead and edit it. All right, it says the preview could not be loaded. Let's see, click here for a preview debug. The page doesn't seem to exist. All right, so that's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and just click the little icon up here. That's gonna load up the page, and I should be able to edit with Elementor right here. Not sure, no, it's not working. All right, so I'm not able to edit this page right now. I'm gonna come back to that and see if I can figure it out, but let's move ahead to the next step where it says no product added. So I obviously need to add a product here some which way. All right, so I'm gonna click this little gear icon in the checkout step, and I can see that I need to go ahead and add a product. I'm gonna do that, clicking the add product button. Nope, that is grayed out, I can't do that. Okay, it looks like I need to actually search for a product. All right, there we go. I've got my chair here. Now I can add it. Our additional options let us add the use of a coupon or enable quantity selection. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the coupon off, and what the heck, let's turn on quantity selection. For our order bump, let's go ahead and turn on that, and we can select one of their templates here. So we can do style 1 or style 2. So basically the difference is going to be whether the check mark is on the bottom or on the top. And then the bump order position is going to be where in the checkout field or where in the checkout page you're actually going to see the bump order. I'm going to do that right before the payment option. And then we can choose the main color here. Let's go ahead and choose red. All right, so that just updates this bottom field here to be red. So the next thing to do is obviously to add a specific product here for the bump offer. Now, typically this is going to be a product that's related to the main product, help you get more results faster, get more out of the main product. For here, I'm just going to choose kind of another random chair. This won't necessarily be the most logical bump offer you've ever seen, but the point of this is really just to test out the product. All right, there we go. We've got a nice little preview here. I think that bump offer actually looks fairly solid. Test out the click. There we go. I can edit all of the copy here. So I'll say one chance at this price, and let's go ahead and add a discount so we can show the original. We're going to discount this only to the regular price. Let's discount it 40%. And there we go. It just updates it with a cross out line showing the new price. Nice little touch here. You can also replace the first product. So let's say you wanted to include a bundle that also included the first product. You could do that right here. Maybe instead of getting one chairs, you're going to get, a chair and a couch together or something like that. You can click this button and that will actually just replace the other item on the back end. Typically you'll see that with upsells as well. So we'll have to see if that is included a little bit later on in the funnel. All right, I'm going to get moving a little faster here. Let's go to the upsell. I'm going to go ahead and edit the gear icon here. And let's go ahead and choose a product. And for our upsell, of course, we have the option to add a discount in again. This time I'm going to do maybe just a flat amount. We'll say $75 off. So there we can see the original price and the new discounted offer. All right, so to answer my previous question, in order to replace the main product, it looks like I have to change my configuration a little bit. So right now I have it set to have everything kind of in one main order, but I must enable child orders in order to use that replace the main product feature. So I can show you exactly how to do that. We actually saw the screen a second ago. So back over inside of WPFunnels, I'll go to settings, and then under offer settings, right now I have it adding upsells to the main offer. Well, I can change it to go to a child order, which will actually create a secondary order that's separate. So that means that the customer will actually see two individual charges or possibly more if you have more upsells on their credit card statement, which could be, acceptable, but might be, annoying to a customer to say, hey, why did I see like 3 or 4 charges when I just made one purchase from you guys? So I've saved that. Let's jump back over to our funnel and check things out here. Make sure that I can now replace the offer. And sure enough, I can right here. I can replace the main offer with this one. All right, let's save changes, close this. And then a downsell is going to be exactly the same as the upsell. We'll spend literally no time here, just adding in a product and moving on. So same thing with our secondary upsell here. All right, now I've got products added to all of my pages. Now we still have the issue of I couldn't open them up inside of Elementor. So let me go ahead and try this maybe with the checkout page and see if it looks any different. All right, so here's the page previewed. Looks fairly nicely designed. Kind of some weirdness going on with the checkout right there though. Reloading, it's kind of not fitting in the column. Now, can I edit this one? Yep, this one is definitely loading up. It was just that first landing page that was giving me the issue. All right, so I've got this section right here, which is going to be, so the rest of the page is basically just a standard landing page built with Elementor. And then this little widget right here that we can't see anything, this is going to be their checkout widget. So if I go back over to Elementor and let's minimize these, I expect to see kind of a section just for WPFunnels. Yep, sure enough, here it is. This is the checkout widget. We just drag and drop this wherever we want the checkout to go. Okay, so checking out the upsell page, previewing this, looks fairly decent. Let's go ahead and edit with Elementor. And this one, again, loaded up just fine. Let's see what the widgets look like here. So we've got an upsell, downsell button. And if we go ahead and look at our widgets right here, it's an offer button that we just would drag and drop. So you making your pages from scratch, you'll just want to add this widget in and it'll take care of going to the next step, which is really actually a nice little way to do things to move through the funnel. That way you don't have to worry about hyperlinking or short codes or any nonsense like that. Simply just drag and drop a button in and you're good to go. The button will know to go through the flow, how everything is connected right here. So that's pretty cool. So obviously it's a little bit glitchy right now, but looks like everything is there feature-wise that I'd like to see. maybe just some refinements to how the user interface is reacting, make it a little faster, make it a little bit more fluid. All right, I'm gonna try to edit this page one more time. And this time it worked. So it must have just been an initial glitch there. This is the landing page that was not loading before. So for whatever reason, it is now functioning correctly. And you can see that this is just kind of a call to action button that is gonna be our next step is what they're calling it. So if we go back out to our widgets here, we have a next step button. Notice that I can only use certain widgets on certain pages. I think that's really wise so that you don't confuse people who wanna, maybe put an offer button on their landing page. Oh yeah, I'd like to make an offer right on my landing page. That makes sense. No, they only allow you to use the right widget. So I think that is a smart design move in terms of getting your customers to use the product successfully. All right, let's go ahead and test out the funnel and see how everything works. I'm gonna go ahead and just launch the funnel right here. In fact, let's do this in an incognito window so I'm not logged in. Shop now, why not? Here's the nice landing page. So I still have that issue with the the columns not really being the right size, but I can still go ahead and make this purchase. It's not very user-friendly. And I definitely have a nice wide screen right now. So that is more of a design issue with the template than anything. I'm pretty certain, you know what? Just who I am. I can't live with this. Let me fix it quick. My guess is that they just didn't give themselves enough space here to display everything. So I'm going to go ahead and change the margins inside of this to be a little bit wider, just reducing the padding. There's quite a bit of padding on the left and right. Let's leave the top padding how it was, hit update. Now let's go back and check out our funnel. Once again, we will shop now. Go ahead and, oh no, it still didn't work. We've got things further over, but the layout is not looking so good. So this one's definitely a work in progress in terms of utilizing their templates. Hopefully things would work with your own template. Let me go ahead and try this one more time inside of the editor. What I'm going to do is actually just make it all one column and see if it's, because this widget has to work correctly if we built our own page. So let's just delete this column. And now we have kind of a nice full-ish width, a nice wide section for our checkout, and see if now it loads correctly. I have no caching on this website, just so you know. So it's definitely not a caching issue where I didn't save the last thing. No, that is still going down below the order. So that does not look so good. Hopefully they can get that fixed ASAP. All right, so I'm doing a checkout right now using test mode inside of Stripe. Let's go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions and place the order. Oh, before I hit place order, I'm gonna go ahead and add that bump offer to my order. Now let's place the order. There we go. There's a long delay there. Typically with WooCommerce, you get a little spinning wheel just to let you know that it's thinking. But here it didn't do that. So I'm now taken to the first upsell. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel or say no to this, which should, there we go. That's the type of loading page I wanna see. Now I'm taken to the downsell. And obviously I need to update this funnel to have the right products. I was just putting chairs and things on there. This is about supplements. All right, we're gonna go ahead and, it's weird to have the default button be shop now. Why doesn't it say yes? But all right, I'm gonna add this. So overall, as I'm going through this order, it should now take me to an upsell. But I would really like, oh, it didn't. It took me to the thank you page. I would really like to see better templates. The templates don't make a lot of sense with their copy and what they're telling you to do. Shop now, even on the landing page, should tell you like, go get a bottle or, get your first bottle for half off or something like that. Like make it an actual usable funnel so I don't have to redo everything if I were trying to utilize the templates. All right, maybe I lost track of things, but I think it missed a step as I was going through the funnel in terms of not hitting that last upsell. All right, so I actually have a theory as to why this didn't work. Two things I think I did wrong. It's my fault in the setup, I believe. One, I did not connect this second upsell to the thank you page. So it's kind of just leaving it hanging in limbo. Probably wanted to skip that. Second thing is I didn't actually design this page, right? Because this was a build from scratch. So I need to go ahead and just add a button here to click through to the next page. Now, obviously you'd want to design this, but I'm just going to go ahead and add the accept offer button in. There we go. It's kind of a standard Elementor template. We can change the colors and all of the copy and things here. All right, let's save this. I'm going to run through this funnel really, really fast and just see if everything works before we close out this video. All right, let's go ahead and place this order. And I want to point out that the spinning wheel is there, but we don't see it because the columns are broken. So we're too far down on the page and it doesn't actually display. So that definitely needs to get fixed. All right, so here is the first upsell. I'm gonna say no to this. It'll take me to the downsell. I'm gonna say yes to this, and it should take me to the second upsell. but it doesn't. It just takes me to the thank you page. So something is going on with my layout there. It seems like it makes sense to me, but they're definitely not respecting it inside of the funnel itself. So it is what it is. All right, so there we go. I think this plugin has some potential, but it's really, really early days. They need to work out their templates. They need to probably hire someone who knows how to do funnels and just make some absolutely killer standard funnels that you'll see, some of the bigger names using to sell their products. If you could easily do that and then add in top of the Canvas builder with the analytics and make it reliable, then I'm definitely very, very interested. Right now, I think it's just too early. But hey, I guess you get what you pay for. That's why it's dirt cheap right now. If you want to take a flyer on this, that is your choice. I think I'm going to sit this one out for the time being, given that I already have other funnel options. But let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below and we can discuss WordPress funnels, ClickFunnels, any other type of funnel builder you'd like. All right, that's going to do it for this video. If you want to connect with me on social media, I got my links down below. I do have a free weekly newsletter you can subscribe to as well. And you know what? It's Black Friday's coming up, so go ahead over to the Facebook group. We're already talking about the deals that are going on. And I'll see you in the next review. Stay profitable.